everyone. I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. I had an awesome day today at service. PT preached on the heart and just surrendering to God completely. The Spirit of the Lord was in there and it was amazing. I encourage you to go watch it. It's onechurchla.org. It was such an on-time word for anyone, no matter what season you're in right now. It was an on-time word for everyone, and I definitely encourage you to go watch it. I haven't done a video in a while because God had called me to consecrate myself for the month of June, and so I did, and the outcome of it was just amazing. I had so much breakthrough, so many barriers and walls that God had broke down in my life that was hindering me, and it was just such an amazing month for me, walking in faith. Some of it was hard, but I got through it, and the outcome of it was just amazing. And so one of the things that God wanted me to share, the reason why I'm doing a video, is to just help people understand this new season that God is bringing people into. If he hasn't started already or he's about to, there's certain people that God is going to start removing from your life. And so it's very important to understand the seasons of the people that are around you. And some people are only there for a small season. Some people are there for a couple seasons. But the thing is, when you feel like distance from someone, or this person is going their separate way, or God is just removing some people out of your life and you don't even know why or what's going on, let him do it. If I don't ask you anything, is to just trust God and let him do it, because he sees your future. He sees what he's about to bring you into. And so for people who are walking with God, you have to be in a certain position, and you have to have a certain mindset, and you have to have certain people around you or not around you when you go into this next season. And so a lot of times when it gets messy, or when it's just like a big scene and you're so hurt and broken down, it's because you probably held on to this person longer than God intended, or you're still trying to hold on to them and God is trying to remove them because he knows what he has for you. And so we get so hurt and so discouraged, but if God is allowing someone to be removed out of your life, it is because he's already given you the grace to get through it, and he knows what you can handle. And so the thing is, you are trying to, one of the things that PT was saying is that some of the things we surrender to God, we say we surrender, but we still have our pinky on it. Like, we're still holding on to it just a little bit. And in this season, you have to completely surrender, let go, and trust God 100%. And in this next season, there's God's vision for our lives is so much bigger than any vision that we can ever come up with ourselves. So everybody has like a vision and things that they want, and they're so clear about what they want, and they see, their future and this and that. Trust me, you have no clue what God has in store for you. It's great to have a plan, but trust me, God is going to go above and beyond that plan, and above and beyond what you would even dream you would do in this lifetime. And so in order for you to get his perfect will in your life, you have to spend that intimate time with God. If you aren't spending that time with God right now, if you aren't walking in faith and trusting him 100% right now, what makes you think that you're going to do that when he starts bringing all of these blessings into your life, or you go into the next level and all these things are popping off and you're busy? No. You have to do it now. And the only way that certain things are going to be revealed to you is through spending that intimate time with God. And one of the things that helped me in this season with getting a lot of revelation was just journaling. I would just open up a book and just start writing everything that was on my mind, and the Holy Spirit just started speaking about just stuff in my childhood and different mentalities that I grew up with that he had to break off of me, and just so many things. And I got so much breakthrough just from journaling, and then also being real with God. A lot of people just feel like they just have to talk to God, like, oh God, you're just the God of God and holy of. Like, sometimes it ain't gonna be like that. I go to God so 100% real and tell him exactly what's on my heart. God, I'm irritated with this person. They did this, and that, and da da da. And he'll tell me why I feel that way. He'll reveal to me like where that came from. Like there was so much discouragement and disappointment that I would have in going after my, my gifts and talents and things that I want to do. But there was so much fear and things hindering me. And that started to begin to show up in my actions and different relationships and how I would respond to certain things. And so I just started journaling, and God revealed why I was acting that way, where that came from, what the origin of it was. And it was just so much breakthrough. So I encourage you, before you go into this next season, trust me. Spending that intimate time with God is what's going to get you to that next level. It's what's going to get you to that spiritual point that you've been longing for. Your spirit already knows what's coming, and it's crying out and longing for you to come into terms and come in on board and be in alignment with what God has already prepared for you. And so I'm telling you, it's just so important to do that. And another thing is having discernment. Please ask God for discernment in this season, because there's people who's going to bring to you, or people who's going to remove, or the enemy might send people. Like, you really have to have discernment to know where to place these people in your lives, and to just not hold on to people. Like, guard your heart. Don't set boundaries. Don't let every specific person in your intimate space, if you're still trying to figure them out, you're still trying to get confirmation from God to figure out like what purpose they serve in your life, then wait on God to reveal that. Don't just start opening your whole life to them, and then you get mad when God is like, no, I don't need them in that part of your life. I need them over here. And that's when it gets hurtful and messy, is because you have to have discernment. And if you don't, just spend that time with God, and trust me, He will give you all your heart's desires, everything that you want to do. He's already put those desires in you, because He's going to do them and fulfill them. But it's going to be His way and His timing. And so if you're not on board with what He's doing, and you think it's supposed to happen a certain way, you're going to be disappointed. You have to open up yourself to what God is doing in your life, because ultimately you're going to be the most fulfilled and the most happy and the most joyful and your most authentic self in the purpose that He has ordained for you to do. Like I said, human beings, we have so much willpower. We can do everything in our own might. But at the end of the day, we're not going to be completely and 100% fulfilled and happy. And so if you're walking with God, trust me, in this season, you'll be lucky to have maybe 2 friends that you can really completely depend on in your inner circle. Yes, you'll have great influence. You'll know a lot of people, have a lot of associates, but for your immediate circle, we will be lucky to have 2 friends. And that's just for your purpose. God is protecting and guarding you, because there's so much deception out there that you only need 1 or 2 people with you. You know what I'm saying? That's like your friend, or besides, your boyfriend or husband, whatever your situation may be. So just keep that in mind, that God, when He was on earth, He was isolated most of the time. No one was on His level. No one understood Him. And so it's a very lonely path for a lot of people who are walking with God. And trust me, I would rather it be that way than me falling into destruction and me just not being happy, not being fulfilled. I could have everything in the world but not be completely satisfied on the inside. And that I would rather be poor, living on the street, than, because it's the things on the outside don't magnify and support who I am. I'm so much more valuable, and you are too. You're so much more valuable than all the things that you have and the people you're around. You have so much on the inside that God is trying to and want to add value to, but you have to open up your eyes and see it. You have to let Him in. Trust me, it's so much freedom. It's so much freedom in it. Stop worrying about what other people are thinking of you. Stop thinking about, other people's purpose, and it's great to, let me take that back. It's awesome, because God is going to call you to help other people with their purpose and things like that. But if you're not focused on what God has placed you and who He's asked you to help, you can get lost in other people's projects and visions and not have your own, and be completely off track of what He's trying to get you to go to. So it's just very important, because God will send you to help other people in their vision and things like that, but you have to be aware of who it is and when the right time is to do that. And so I'm so grateful. This next season is going to be amazing. I'm going to get back into, it's been a crazy month. So, but I'm going to start doing my dance videos again very soon. And so I'll put that out. But I really thank you. Just continue to encourage yourself. When you don't have anyone else, trust me, God is right by your side. And just learn how to just lift yourself up, encourage yourself. Don't believe the lies of the enemy. He's just such a liar, and I'm tired of him myself, and he's held me in a box for a little too long, okay? And so I'm ready to bust out and just take God's kingdom, you know what I'm saying, and just go off. So thank you. I love you all. I pray that you have an amazing, beautiful week. My video is coming soon. God bless.